Hello everyone, so in this video we're going to be going over the common electrical tools that you would be using in the electrical trade and how to use them. Now when you're buying tools, you get what you pay for, so you definitely don't want to cheap out on your tools. A good example of this would be a torpedo level. So when you're bending conduit, you want a level that's going to have a strong neodymium magnet, because when you're bending conduit, it is going to be banged around and you're going to be moving it around. So if you have a cheap level, it is more than likely going to fall off. And if you're up on a lift, it's going to fall off and hit your journeyman in the head. Next, we're going to be going over pliers. So there are several different types of pliers, but the most common pair you're going to be using are the lineman pliers. So these are good for cutting wire and twisting wires. So if you're in a junction box making connections, you can grab the wires and twist it to make a better connection. Adjustable pliers are also essential. You can adjust these. These are pretty self-explanatory. As an electrician, you will need a way to cut wire. It is important to remember to never cut wire while the circuit is energized, and to only cut copper and aluminum with cable cutters. The next common tool that is used would be diagonal cutters. These are angled, so they allow you to get in and make a more precise cut. In this example, we have MC cable, where you're using diagonal cutters to get in and cut that metal a lot more precise, and it's a lot cleaner. Having good wire strippers is definitely an asset. So with this particular pair, you can cut screws like 632 for outlet covers. This pair of wire strippers also has the hole where you can insert the wire and make a perfect loop. And this loop would be used to land the wire on an outlet screw. Having good screwdrivers will make your life a lot easier as an electrician. With this pair, it has the markers on the bottom so you can see what type of screwdriver it is if it's in your tool belt. When making wire terminations, you will need a good set of Allen wrenches. Investing in a good quality multimeter is a very good idea because your life could depend on this. When testing outlets, you would want a plug tester, which is a lot smaller and easier to carry around than a multimeter. When dealing with smaller gauge wires, you want a pair of auto strippers. With this pair, you can adjust the amount of insulation you want to take off, as well as the depth of the cut. You could also be doing automation and control wiring, so you want a good pair of ferrule crimpers and ferrule crimps. When doing automation and controls, you also have a variety of different crimps, so having a crimper that has different dies is very important.